To you at the beginning of the program, if you are watching Morning Live, you're one of the fortunate ones this morning, because honestly it is just load shedding absolutely everywhere. I mean, when we look at the schedule and you think that we're on stage 4 load shedding, you can realize that a lot of parts of South Africa are in darkness right now.
And that's so not burn.
Yes, exactly. This is the reality.
So just give yourself extra time to get out, because obviously traffic lights out everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and you know the mess that causes. So just give yourself enough time.
And the weather's not so great on top of it all. So I mean,
you know, when it starts raining, we lose our marbles. We don't know how to drive when
we
it
lose our
starts
marbles
raining.
and our electricity. We've got them both. That's a fact. Look at the question of the day. It's all up to you. I mean, you tell us, what are your thoughts on the latest bout of load shedding by Eskom? It's as simple as that. I know you've all got opinions, so let's just start getting an understanding of how you're feeling about this right now.
As I bite my tongue, let's move to
I can see
topics.
that. You've got nothing to say about it.
Yeah.
You want to speak about the Tembisa 10?
Man, I'm not sure if I'm qualified to speak about the Tembisa 10, but let me try.
Okay.
So, independent newspapers, they held a media briefing yesterday, because if you remember, this story, of course, made headlines. And this couple was said to be, in the picture, was said to be expecting decuplets, and then it just, that we were waiting for the children, and the children just never materialized. We never saw them. And which then, of course, led to people saying that this was a fabrication, because there was never any proof that these children existed, etc., etc. Story kind of died out. Now, fast forward, yesterday, Independent, through the chairperson there, Iqbal Survey, he held a media briefing along with a few other people, experts, medical experts, and were basically speaking to what had happened to the couple and to the woman involved specifically. So, part of what I caught, so she went, had a scan around December. She was told she's expecting 6 kids. Went back around January, February, and they said, no, it's 8. Ultimately, when she gives birth, they find that it's the 8, and then there were 2 caught in the fallopian tubes. So these are now 10 children, 2 of whom had obviously perished, and then you had the 8. But fast forward, something happened. These children were trafficked. There was some doctors and Home Affairs officials involved in all of this. Some Nigerian doctor that Iqbal Survey referred to, state institutions as well as private institutions that he mentioned during this press briefing. So and he says over the next 3 months or so, they will be revealing more information about this.
And as it stands right now, if I'm not correct, the mom, is she still under observation? Is she still at best place? Did they say the whereabouts of where the mom is?
I said I'm trying.
I'm with you. I'm with you,
because I'm relaying the part that I caught.
Okay. I'm trying to, because I've been reading quite a bit this morning, and sure, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a big story, and wow, we'll just keep on watching.
So we wait. But I did see later on the government, Gauteng government, coming out releasing a statement, basically just saying that they will act, because these allegations are very serious, and something will need to be done, and they will be laying charges, I think, against Segunjalo or against IOL or
whatever it may be.
There's a lot going on.
But I did see also, I think it was from, yes, I see, here's the Gauteng government saying it will institute legal action against independent media following the release of a report claiming human trafficking syndicate at various state hospitals. I also saw Sunning Hill, I think that's part of Netcare, also saying there is
because those were some of the private institutions mentioned.
They said they've looked, they've tried, they see nothing. So in terms of a birth of 8 babies, or any birth under that name that was delivered by anyone at the hospital, or any contractor of a gynecologist. So anyway, so it's still, we'll leave it there because it is a big story. All right, let's look at the next one. Eskom, I don't know what more to tell you. Stage 4, load shedding, all of these things. Pravin, it's just that they are dominating trending topics, and that's what people are talking about. There was a press conference that was held yesterday by, the minister was there, Pravin Gordhan, as well as Andre de Ruyter, and people were just talking to the fact that what did they speak about? And nobody really picked up anything. It was just, what are you doing except for promises that, elections will be okay? Well, I mean, people were not necessarily just asking about elections. I mean, like I was saying to Sakina, the matrics are in the middle of finals right now, and it seems that they're only concerned that the lights will be on for elections. But right now, there is just a devastating situation for matrics that have had a hard 2 years as it is. And this is also the next talking point, is the matric class of 2021 who started their exams yesterday. But load shedding, we're in stage 4 and things are not looking good at all. And asked about who will take responsibility for this and if anybody will resign. And I know that our colleague did ask that question. I think the minister just turned around and said, well, that's just a political statement that you're making, and didn't look like anyone was going to be taking responsibility for
Well,
what
that's
is
in
going
part
on.
why the minister is trending, because people were not impressed.
No, not at all.
Basically, still asking the question that Samkele Maseko asked, why is the minister still in the job given all the failures? So,
Yeah, all right. So that in a nutshell is it. We've got to get to our next guest. And that is your guest to talk
indeed,
about what's
Clyde
going on.
Mallinson, he's there, geologist and energy analyst, waiting. We're just going to take a break, and after that, we'll go straight into that interview with Clyde Mallinson.